everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our F1 2016 live career mode being streamed right now on YouTube for the Mexican Grand Prix. 3 more rounds to go of Season 2, and it's going to get ever closer to could possibly be our first championship, or we could just miss out, we don't know. But we're in Mexico City, one of my worst tracks out of the races remaining on the calendar, and it's a very important one, as last time out in the USA, we had some bold strategies and a bit of a controversial moment in the race, which you'll see in a minute with the standings, but we're going to put all that aside and focus on the future, which is of course Mexico, Brazil, and of course Abu Dhabi, which tomorrow is the finale of 2016 season. Who will come out on top between Hamilton and Rosberg? Let me know if you're watching this back in the comments who you think will win the championship from your side of as being a fan of the sport. But no one hasn't really updated anything from the last race, so it is all the same, with us still leading the way with Red Bull and Ferrari in the top 3 spots, McLaren as well ahead of Mercedes in there, but more importantly the standings, we're 28 points behind Raikkonen, so we really need to hopefully pray Raikkonen gets at least 2/3 here, just to help us a little bit, or maybe, yeah, we basically got to keep hope and pray Raikkonen comes third in some of the races here, or even lower, or even retires, which will make it even more interesting, but we'll just have to go with whatever we've got and see if we can put it out of the bag. But before we go into qualifying, we've got our agent who wants a word with us for our expectations for qualifying. Let's see what she has to say.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
So in this one, we've got to qualify second again, which is alright, I guess. Qualify ahead of my rival Sebastian Vettel, which is fine. And also beat our teammate Carlos Sainz, so it's not that bad, I guess, so we'll see if we can do that anyway. But without further ado, guys, let's head out now onto the track for the Mexican Grand Prix for qualifying. Let's see if we can secure another important pole position in Mexico.
Welcome to qualifying here in Mexico, where the cars will be going out on track very shortly and battling it out to secure pole for tomorrow's Grand Prix. This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast, or so I'm told by more experienced drivers than myself.
Lots of low-speed exits means the rears are in for a lot of punishment. It's all too easy to spin them up coming out of a corner too aggressively. It might look great for us as spectators, as we love to see a car driven beyond its limits, but it's not going to result in a great long-run pace.
So here we go, lads, for qualifying then for the Mexican Grand Prix. Jeff's trying to talk over me, but I hope I have beaten him this time around once again. So this one's going to be quite an important qualifying session for me. Red Bull look pretty strong around here from the practice sessions, so, and of course McLaren, you've got to keep an eye on them as well. But here is the set I will run for this race. A little change. Put less wing on compared to last season, as the car is a lot better than it was last season, which is important on there. So you can use the setup, guys. I will leave in the comments of this video a time frame for the setup if you miss it, but I'm most likely going to be making a video at the end of the series to show off all my setups I ran in Season 2. If you want to see that, guys, let me know by slapping a like on this video and also leaving a comment if you want to see that happening, so I can see it and I can definitely make that video for you guys anyway. So we're going to be starting on the super soft tyre. I'm going to be qualifying on the softs again, as I kind of got a bit inspired by the real life race by a few teams. So I'm going to try and do a longer stint on the soft tyre if I can in the race. So that's why I'm going to take a little bit of a cheeky gamble with the softs. I was going to go aggressive, but I feel we can maybe do one less stop than some of the packs. So we'll see if that is the case, as we'll set off then for our first lap. Overcast weather, which isn't really my ideal area, especially around this track, but we'll see how we get on anyway, as we've got a McLaren ahead of us. So we're just going to back off Vettel, currently the fastest man at the minute, which I just need at least a few people to try and out-qualify Raikkonen here, and hope Raikkonen starts on the super soft tyre, but we'll see if that is the case. He did do it last time out in USA, so you never know if he does that. Verstappen now the fastest man, 19.5. I think he's behind me actually. I'm not sure who that is, but I'm guessing it is. Let's get back on the power straight away. Got a nice little gap to Verstappen, who is behind us. So this can give us a bit of an indication on how quick the Red Bulls are, as we're up in the first sector by half a second. So we have got that straight line speed as we go off the track completely, so we're going to come back on safely. Not gain as much time as I would have liked, but we're going to be quick in that first sector with the straight line speed. But this is where most of the pack will probably catch up on us, potentially. So we'll see what our pace is in this middle sector. Remember, half a second is what we've got at the minute over the pack, so we'll see what this time's going to be. See, we lost half a second in that middle sector. We did go off a bit before the hairpin, of course, but as long as we get into Q2, that's the main important factor here for us. Bit of a tank slapper there, but we're going to come across the line. It's going to be a 120 points free at the minute, 7 tenths off Verstappen's time. Ricciardo qualifying on the soft tyre as well, in 6th place behind us, but not the best lap there. I'm not going to lie, after the first sector. We were up by that much, and then again it's the same as Circuit of the Americas was. We were faster in the first sector, and then everywhere else we were slower. So that's going to be a bit of a thing on my mind in this one, so we'll take it on our chins, and we'll get on with that and see where we're going to be on there. But if you are watching this, guys, it'd be great if we could smash our target goal of 40 likes if you're watching this live. If that is the case, I will stream the race straight after, and if not, it will be a bit later, maybe an hour from now. So either way, you're going to get the race in the next hour or so, but if you want it earlier, then you know what to do and slap that like button on there. So as Jeff's on there, and we'll see how this goes. At the minute, Verstappen the fastest, with Vettel second, Alonso third, Button fourth, Ricciardo fifth, Pascal Wehrlein up in sixth, me in seventh, Perez eighth, Ericsson and Nasser, the surprise package for Sauber, up in ninth and 10th there, so quite nice, I have to say. Obviously Rosberg, Raikkonen, Massa, Hamilton have not set times yet, and Bottas. Hulkenberg's got his lap invalidated, so he's down the pecking order. So I may have to go out, guys, again, you know. Possibly on another set of softs, which is probably what I don't want to do. We've got no sound, unfortunately, no music, so actually I think we need to go back out, you know. Sainz is the quickest man, 19.2. Look at us, we're 14th right now. I might have to go back out again, you know. I think we all need to go back out. So we'll do that right now, as we're 16th, right on the bubble right now. So I think we do need to go back out. Possibly. This is going to be close. But luckily the lap's a short one, so I can just get some fresh tyres on and drive out, and we should be fine. So I'm actually going to just drive out normally, because I'm not skipping it. If we skip it, we will not get through and have enough time on our hands. So we're going to just drive out. It's a 1 minute 20 lap, so we're just going to do that. But as I said, this isn't my favourite of tracks, so I'm just trying to aim to get into Q2, qualify on the softs, and then hopefully we'll be fine. But don't really want to use a set of super softs now, if I'm honest. That's probably why we've got excessive fuel in the car. That's probably why we're a bit slower than we should be, but we need to remember that for Q2, of course. So we've got a little bit of fuel in the car. So we're currently just in 16th place. To be fair, it's a second cover in the top 16 at the minute, so it's very close, I have to say, at the minute. So, see how we go. We've got Jodian Palmer ahead of us, who is going to be doing his flying lap as well, so I may use him here as a bit of a slipstream down the straight, just to make us go even quicker. So as long as they get very close to Palmer, we can use him as a little bit of a train down the straight. It should be easy pickings here. The Renault isn't the fastest, so this could work in my favour here.
30 seconds left in the session.
Just to help us just down the straight. So we will be absolutely quick in this first sector by quite a margin here if I don't ruin it. Oh, we're still down actually. Wow, okay, we lost all that time then. We're still up though in the first sector, which is important, I guess. By 6/10 of a second. Gonna drop to first here just to help me a little with corner speed. And look at that, we gained 3/10. Do it again in this corner. Now to the tricky section, which I absolutely hate. Just taking a bit early, just on the grass there, which is not what I wanted to do. It's a bit better. Nearly up by 8/10 now. Still purple. Into the stadium complex. I think I broke a bit too early for this corner. It's going to cost me a little bit of time than I would have liked. Just a little bit of a tank snapper. Sights my teammates fastest at the minute. Just a little bit of oversteer at the final corner. And we are through to Q2 as the fastest man on track. So definitely a good start there. And we're doing well, I have to say. P1 and P2 for oh, look at that. Look how close it is, actually, between me and Sainz. But we are through to Q2. Definitely what I needed there. And it's me, Verstappen, Hamilton, me, Sainz, Verstappen, Hamilton, Rosberg, the top 5. Raikkonen's down in 13th place, so that's quite encouraging, really. But he is on the soft tyre, to be fair. Magnussen, Perez, Palmer, Ericsson, Nasser, and Massa all not getting through to Q2. Massa surprisingly no lap, which is surprising, I have to say, from his perspectives. But we are going to head back out now for Q2. Going to go out on a used set of softs and then go out on a set of the soft tyre for our run. 10% wear already, and that's from doing an outlap and a pit. Not a pit. What am I saying pit for? Which is nice. Kimi's way down the order, so this is going to be quite interesting. I've got a suspicion Raikkonen's going to be starting on the super soft tyre if he's qualifying on a set of the... if he set the time on soft in Q1, which I've kind of seen a pattern in qualifying this season. If anyone qualified on the softs in Q1, will most likely start on the super softs in Q2, so that's going to be interesting. See if my theory's correct, but you never know. Out we go for a lap. We're going to drop it to standard because obviously this is my banker lap. Need to change the fuel as well. So remember, this is my banker lap. Obviously this is used super soft, so I don't really want to start on these tyres. I just wish they had, like, you know, had more compact like sets to use, but I guess that's just real life anyway. And we're up 7/10 on Sainz, who did a very poor lap, I have to say. Maybe he's on, I think he's on the used set of the super softs like we're doing at the minute, as he set a 120 when he set a 118.9 in Q1, so that's quite a surprise. So we're just going to drop it to lean right now. Ricciardo 19.5 on the super softs, and this is a very poor lap. You can tell I'm not really taking this lap very seriously, but it's a banker. Into the stadium. This is I love this section of track. It's probably one of my favourites on the calendar. I do miss the old final corner around here. It's completely flat, but obviously I can kind of understand where they were coming from for safety reasons, but that is a very poor lap there. A 24.1. So much far off the pace there of Ricciardo, but what can I say? On there, so we're going to head back out now for onto the softs. We've got 9 and a bit minutes to go, but I'm not going to go out. But one thing I do need to do is do the fuel, of course, drop the fuel down. It's very important that we do that. Let's look at the times quickly. We're 12th, but I'm not really bothered about that. Where's Raikkonen in all this, is the question.
Fastest lap is a 1:24.1.
Rip Brian's quality. Don't worry, Daniel. It's just only it was only a used soft run, so I'm not really bothered about my pace at the minute on there. But we've got Max Verstappen on pole at the minute. Vettel second, Raikkonen in third, Ricciardo fourth, Alonso fifth, my teammate in sixth, Pascal Wehrlein doing pretty well in seventh. The 2 Mercedes on the soft tyre in 8th and 9th, with Grosjean in 10th into Q3, of course. Button behind me on a lap. We did set the fastest in the first sector, though, which is quite good, even when we're in standard mix. So, very interesting, I have to say, on there. But we're going to drop stone dead last with my time that we set, of course. But we're going to skip through. No real point doing this. But Bottas on the softs as well. But again, I'm going to drive out because I don't think we'll have time to go around the track. If we jumped out of the garage, skipped all this bit. So we'll head out now from our engineer letting us know the green light, we can go. So let's try and qualify then in the top 10. So for this one, I'm going to be very cautious on my tyres here and just drive so slow on the at-lap, but make sure we preserve tyre wear. So the more we do, the more we conserve, the longer we can go on these tyres. And seeing these tyres in the race in real life, it should give me a bit of an advantage right now. So let's hope we don't bottle it, guys. Otherwise, we're out and starting 16th on the grid. Which is not where we want to be, of course, but... we'll see how we get on anyway. Don't need telling Jeff, don't remind me. We've got someone behind us. I don't know who it is, but we need to start bringing it up to rich mix now. Right, let's go, lads. I'm not going to get another lap in, though. We might be the only ones in the top 10 on this. Well, I don't know actually where Rosberg and Hamilton are, but my main rivals are on super soft, so this could work for us. It's a little lock up there into one, but it seems fine at the minute. Definitely a very good start to the lap here. Look at that. Straight line speed is helping me massively right now, but this is where high downforce comes into play, so we're going to lose a little bit of time here. Just a little bit of time. Ross already a 10th in this sector. So this is where we're going to sacrifice our pace. Oh, it's a bit wide on exit. As you can see, we lost a chunk of time in the middle sector to Ricciardo. Haryanto's up in 14th, but we'll see. Ooh, massive moment there. It's the little lock up at the final corner. Very poor exit from us. And again, a massive oversteer at the final corner. And I think we qualified in P2. We did indeed, P2. So very good time there from us. So that's very good time there. Half a second off the pole time, though, of Ricciardo, so it's going to be very close, that is. But Red Bull doing me a massive favour right now in first and third, and Raikkonen in fourth, which is very important. Hamilton out, unfortunately, in Q2, with Bottas as well. Lord Haryanto, unfortunately, is out as well. So We'll see. No idea why you did that. Why you got timed out. I can't do it because I'm racing. So how can I do it? I'm literally doing like a what pose right now because I can't do it because I'm driving. So Ricciardo on pole at the minute. We are on the soft tyre on pole, very importantly. So that's definitely what I want to do. Seriously, you need to calm down because I have no idea why you got timed out. I didn't do it because I was driving at the time, so I can't even do it because my PC is running F1 at the minute. I have to close the game down to stop the stream or start the stream, and I can't do it on my phone because I'm watching it as a subscriber. So explain it, but just chill out, just chill. We're here to watch some racing, not to moan. I'm not being harsh, but we are here. People are here to watch a stream and not see comments of, you know, it just annoys me. But I don't know who did it because I'm racing, so don't have a go at me, please. Right, let's focus now because if this ruins me, my chances of pole with all this in the chat, then I'm sorry, but you can't blame me for bottling it because it's on my mindset. Right, anyway, let's carry on. This is a used set, by the way, so don't expect me on pole, but I will be surprised if I do. Oh, that was a very, very tight line there. It's hindered us a little bit. Always quick in this first sector, which is definitely what I want. Obviously with the straight line speed. Oh, that's a poor line there. I'm not happy with that line. Or that line just got no grip on these tyres. So that's why I feel we're struggling in this middle sector. So I may do a little bit of a wing adjustment, maybe. Possibly for the race. I don't know if I can do it or not. Because I am allowed to change the front wing. The front end of the car. Ricciardo goes quickest. We're only 2 tenths down actually, so that's quite a surprise. Oh, that's very poor end to the lap here. Very poor end to the lap. Can I get this corner right? We do indeed, no oversteer. So 120.2. Not the best lap, but 8 tenths down on Ricciardo. Vettel's just in 6th place. Pascal Wehrlein 8th. The question is, where's Raikkonen in all this? Of course. If there's any more arguing in the chat, I'm going to start timing people out, and I will do it. I will stop. I will literally save the game, turn it off, and come back in again. I don't want to see it. It might be Nightbot, I don't know. I can't answer the question now when I'm trying to do this. Right, let's just focus on what you see on the screen. We need to focus on this. Raikkonen's oh god, look at that. Alonso in P2. That's a shock. That's a real shock right there. But Verstappen had an invalidated lap as well. That didn't really help him. But we've got 5 minutes to go of this qualifying session. Oh, and he didn't want to do that. You're right, Andre. Right, we've got 4 minutes to go, so I want to focus now on securing pole. I need to update literally 23 likes. So unfortunately we haven't hit the goal, unfortunately, for the stream. There's a real disappointment, but we'll take it on the chin. The race will happen in about an hour from now, so it'll be about 4 o'clock. I think I'll start the stream for the race. So you've not got long. I would have liked to have done it straight away, but it is what it is. So I just need to practice my race pace as well. So we'll just chill now. We're just gonna wait until the last dying moment of the session, and then we'll go out, which I think could be any minute now. Just keep an eye on the time right now.
In the running order than we thought we'd be. We need to find some time.
Let's just put it all behind and just focus on this event. I think that's more important. There's 8 people running, so I'm going to go out now on my run.
Okay, let's go.
We just need to focus on trying to get to the end of this race, because you guys know what happened last time we were here. So let's head out now onto the track. Still got plenty of time. We'll be the last man over the line, I feel, potentially. As Vettel's fastest with a 19.1. Which is definitely not what I want. Vettel's coming down the track now. Just got to let Vettel through right now.
Okay, you've fallen down the table. You're currently in P9.
Very important this is now qualifying. We did an 18.9 in Q1, so that's put us in a very good mood going into this session. So we'll wait and see if we can do that. We are still quicker in the first sector, but we'll have to wait and see if that is the case in this final lap of this one.
Chance of rain now. If the situation
Yeah, I
changes,
do, Mad Dog. I do need to change the description donation thing. Just need to change it to YouTube, and that's it. Because I think that's what I didn't do for your donation a few days ago. You did it to the Twitch one, not to the YouTube one. That's why it never came up. But I did get a notification saying that you did donate, so I do need to change that. It's just because I did default. You know, when you upload a video, it comes up with default stuff. So you put a little. You can save some stuff in the description, so you don't have to keep writing it out. You can store tags in there, so you don't need to do all the tags again. Right, here we go. Anyway, let's get this lap sorted and booted. We may. Oh, it's a bit slower on this lap, but I'm not really bothered at the minute. We've still got the pace in the first sector. Thank you to whoever that was. As Alonso's laugh has actually distracted me here. Not what I wanted there. We're still quicker in the first sector though, by over 0.2 of a second, but this is where we need to gain the time. So we've gained a chunk of time in this middle sector already. Just taking too much curb there on the inside, just a little bit wide. Up by 0.4 of a second, only a little bit though. This is where we struggle, this final sector. Oh, a little bit of curb there, that's definitely going to slow us down a little bit. Coming out of the final corner, just a little bit wide than I would have liked, but we're going to come across the line. And would it be pole position for the Mexican Grand Prix? The answer is yes, it is. We've got pole position, guys. What a lap right there by ourselves. The little donation thing did distract me a little bit, but we have got pole. Definitely what we wanted.
A Toro Rosso, Vettel and Max Verstappen. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
So we got pole, guys, after probably not the best of first sectors for myself than we would have liked, but we got pole by 0.4 of a second there. Absolutely smashed that last the last sector didn't really help us, if I'm honest. We didn't really improve. We lost a little bit, but I'll take that middle sector, was quite a godly one. Vettel on second, Max Verstappen third, Ricciardo fourth, Raikkonen, guys, down in 5th place. So as it stays as it is, that's going to help me massively for the Drivers' Championship if it stays as it is. Fernando Alonso in 6th, who at one point was 2nd, so a bit disappointing to see him down there. Sainz in 7th, Button 8th, Rosberg on the soft tyre as well for the race in P9, and Pascal Wehrlein completes the top 10 for this qualifying for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It will be quite a fascinating one, I have to say, with the strategies that is going to be going down in this one. We're going to try and do one less stop, but I can give it a best shot and try and be aggressive and just follow the same strategy as them, if I'm honest. So, got 790 resource points, which is definitely going to help us. Obviously, we've got Vettel in our rivalry, and this will be nice. No, look at that. Yeah, he's quicker than me in the final sector, which I'll take. But we're leading 18-12 in the rivalry battle, which is definitely what I want. And this will obviously stay the same as it is, still in the purple, which is fantastic. And that will do, guys, for this episode of qualifying for the Mexican Grand Prix. Hope everyone enjoyed that, and if you did, let me know in the comments of your support for the race, and also slapping a like on the stream, and it would really appreciate it because it helps me encourage myself to make more of these videos for you guys daily as well. But until the race, guys, which will be happening in around about an hour's time from now, so I'm going to let you guys know in the sub boxes and also on Twitter as well when I stream that one. And later on tonight we'll be doing Brazil as well for the penultimate round of the championship, as I'm going to try and get this season 2 done either tomorrow or Monday night. So until then, guys, I will see you later this afternoon for the race for the Mexican Grand Prix. And if you can't make that one, then don't worry, we have got the Brazilian Grand Prix in the evening tonight. But until then, have a nice hour off, guys. Have a nice cup of tea or something, and I'll see you guys in an hour for the Mexican Grand Prix live on YouTube, streamed, and can we go from start to finish and close on Raikkonen for the championship. Until then, have a good afternoon, guys, and I'll see you in an hour's time. Take care, guys, and see you later.